So I heard that Tori Kelly was doing the national anthem for the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. I knew we needed to talk about this because number one, the national anthem is probably one of the hardest songs to sing out there. And secondly, it's Tori Kelly. I'm a fairy thing. So why don't we indulge a little bit and listen to a little bit of what Tori Kelly's doing. So if you've never been in a vocal talk through before, we're breaking it down. We're pausing a whole lot. So if you want to watch the full thing uninterrupted, go to Netflix because we're here to study. This is how you sing the national anthem. Let's go. Oh, say, yeah. Can you see? Okay, so first of all, right out the gate, we know that she is in the key of F major, right? She's done this national anthem in this key before, and I love watching singers choose the right key for the national anthem. Because the thing is, a lot of singers that have range, you would think that they would want to choose a key that would really show off their range, and usually that's the case. But the American National Anthem is just so awkward when you get into the higher parts of your range, or when you get into the higher parts of the song. The vowels up there can be a little bit awkward if you're belting. And so I love that Tori Kelly chose a nice key where her lows aren't disappearing, but also where her highs aren't too extreme. By the dawn's early light. Yeah, and what I love also is that you're hearing her kind of lean into the note and then kind of pull off. Early light. Like she's being really graceful with it, pulling off ever so gently. You can really hear that all the dynamics in her voice. She's not just giving you a thick, rounded performance. She's giving you dynamics. I always think that people tend to underrate the middle dynamic, as in you got soft and you have loud. But if you're able to go from one to the other very smoothly, and especially with your vibrato intact, it really shows that there's a level of control here. And we're getting that from Tori in all parts of her range. What's so proudly we hail. Yeah, and I love the flutter on her vibrato. Proudly we. You can really hear her vibrato going. And what's really cool is that she had a little flutter in her vibrato, but when she got to hailed, it was slightly slower. What's so proudly we hailed. Yeah, that's an intentional choice. Come on. Twilight's less gleaming. And you hear her get a little husky as she gets into the lower parts of her range. Now what's interesting about Tori is that she's always had this lower register that is like amazing. I would put her easily in the soprano category, but like she's got a lot of reach in her lower register. On Missing You, you're hearing her reach down to a C3. I'm off that Riesling. I'm off that Riesling. Like it's really, really low. But what's interesting is that because she's in a live setting, I don't know if it's adrenaline or it might just be the energy of it all. She's about a fourth up from there, and you're still hearing a level of reach there, but she's handling it oh so well. Through the perilous fight. Yeah, now you're starting to hear the riffs come out a little bit, and you hear a little bit of the throw there. Through, like she divided it up into two different syllables there to kind of give you a little bit more. What I also love is that she's sticking to the melody. Like she's not really giving you a whole bunch of riffs and runs, and a good singer is gonna know how to give a lot and then how to pull back. And now you're starting to hear her start to give more through the perilous fight. I can't even do it that quick. It's great. Or the ramparts we walk. Yeah. Oh, that was a nice one. On Ramparts, you started to hear her expand ever so slightly, and then she had a little bit more ring on we. Like when she went up, you could really hear the ring. She was bringing you a little bit more presence just to kind of paint this second pass of the melody in a different way than when you first heard it. And I think that's another thing that is essential when you're thinking of a singer. When you're singing the same line, you don't have to sing it the same way. In fact, singing it a different way allows the line and the melody to be heard in a new way. Very subtle choice, but makes all the difference. And the rockets red glare, the bombs burn. Yeah, and you're hearing the ring in her voice as she expands. And the rock is regular. And then, of course, she's starting straight, warming it up with vibrato. Yeah, listen. Yeah. Yeah, and even on bursting, like she's giving you that vibrato to warm up the line and also give you a little bit of drama. Bursting in air. Yo, listen to the pitch on that thing. Like she is locked pitch-wise. That is so good. I'm a big fan of when a singer has a large range of skills that are able to allow them to paint a line in so many different ways. I am so sure that if you gave this to her either in a new key or even in the same key, she would be able to sing it to you like 10 different ways, and it would all be just equally amazing, but would pull out different parts of her voice. And the reason why she's able to do that is because she studied herself. She knows what her voice is capable of, and she also takes on the bravery to step out with it. And if you're looking to do that for your own voice, of course, I want to help you out. So if you're ready to start working on your voice, finding style, and finding out how to bring out your best voice, I would love to work with you. So all you need to do is click up here, and we'll be able to have a conversation about where you are right now vocally, and start to create a plan for how we'll actually pull out your best voice. And we can start working together. So click up there if you are ready to start reclaiming your voice. Anyway, back to Tori. Yeah. Yes, and of course, dynamically, you're gonna bring it back. Gave proof. Yes. It's like that entire thing was a rainbow. Like, rockets were clear, the motors in there gave proof. And then brought the dynamic back down. It's all about the dynamics, push and pull, tension and release. She gave a really big dynamic and then brought it down low to give you something different. She's playing with your ears there. Yep, there's the riff. Oh, say does that. Yeah, and you hear on say, now that we're heading into the climax of the song, you're hearing a very big, bold sound from her. Say, it's very broad. I would say that even for Tori's voice, this is a very big sound in this part of her range. Absolutely. That star spangled. Yeah, now you're starting to hear her live on that louder dynamic, yeah? Yeah, and she's in full control. Listen to that offset. She is in full control here. For the land. Yes, extend the phrase. And the riff. She's so smart of a singer, man. All she needed to do was extend the phrase and then add a little bit higher of a note and then come back down. This is such smart singing, because usually people will either flip to their head voice and falsetto up there, free, or like that's what a lot of people are doing. But this was just a nice, fresh approach to extend the phrase and then come back down. Yes. Jeez. Yes. And with the landing to make sure you know she can sing. Yes, Tori. Now, this isn't the first time we've talked about Tori. If you want to get into some of the songs off of her latest album, we broke down some of the riffs and the runs there. So definitely go and check out that video. And if you're new, definitely subscribe to this channel, because this is the place where we help you to reclaim your voice. Reclaiming my voice. I'm O'Neil Gerald, and I'll see you all in another video. Bye, everyone.